Hello. So we would have had our fairy tale jewelry program Monday had the library been open and things not closed due to COVID. And this is actually a pretty easy craft you can do with supplies that you find at home. So some of the things you need is just some clear plastic. You can use something like this. This came off of my raspberries I had. So it was actually a kind of a recycling project. You'll need some scrap paper. You'll need either broken jewelry items, or you can also go with a beading cord or just any kind of string. I'm actually going that route with this one. If you go the route of broken jewelry, you will want pliers to help you move things around. You could take maybe this charm off and put that new one on there. I've also got beads that I'm going to use for this version of it. And then to decorate your fairy wings, you'll need any nail polishes you happen to have lying around. If you put gems on it like I had on mine here, the way I stuck them on was just using a clear nail polish. So let's get started. So you'll just take a pencil with your scrap paper and you can draw out the shape that you want. I made two here of the shape I wanted. So I'm actually going to draw another one very similar, but maybe a little more rounded for my bottom. And I kind of just drew in the line so I could have an idea of what I wanted to do later. But you can freehand that on top of your project at a later date. I did that with a Sharpie. So if you just have a black marker, or you can use a black nail polish liner and put it on there. And it might be useful to look up butterfly wings or any other kind of bug wings so that you can get an idea of how they are shaped or patterned. And I cut these out before, but this time I don't think I'm going to cut them out because it's actually going to be easier just to trace it. So now that I have my shapes, I'm just going to take my plastic and trace it with a Sharpie. And then it's time to cut it out. Another fun thing you can do with this kind of plastic, since it's a number 6, it isn't recyclable here in Defiance County, but you can actually reuse it and make Shrinky Dinks. So you can draw on it with markers and then put it in the oven for a couple minutes. I'd look up the instructions online for that. And then they'll be really tiny when they're done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is color it with the nail polish. So I have all kinds of fun colors. I think I want to do this pretty purple. And if you're concerned about your nail polishes getting mixed together, you can let it dry in between times. I'm not so worried because I don't really use my nail polishes that often. and I kind of want it to blend a little. So give that a second to dry. Once that's dried, you can add another layer. I'm actually going to add this glitter layer onto mine to add that little shimmer. And once again, I will wait for that to dry. Okay, so it's dry, and I'm actually going to do the other side so that is also glittery. And I think I want to do a little slightly different glitter on this side. So once again, I'm going to wait for it to dry. And then we'll come back and we'll start working on the finishing touches. Okay, so the next step will be to make our holes for the keychain or chain or beading to go through. This one's going to be beading. And I'm just going to use a needle for that. You could use a thumbtack or something similar. So I've made some tiny holes. And now I'm going to draw on the lines. And I spilled some nail polish on the other one while I was away, so I'm just going to use my first one as a kind of guide instead of my drawings. You can do that outer edge too. It on both sides because of the way I did this one. I've kind of got a thicker nail polish that makes it hard to see through. I might leave this one by itself. This one I only did one side because my nail polish was thinner. But I'll just try to line them up. Have our webbing on there. So now we can build our necklace or bracelet or keychain or whatever you want to make. I'm going to do some beading with mine. So I have all these beads over here. And I can pick all kinds of fun colors. I'm going to put my fairy wings into this. I'm going to make a necklace of this one. I repeat. So I want to measure it to see how long I need my necklace to be. And I'm leaving some open string on mine. You can add all the beads you want if you're doing the beading route, or if you're doing something with broken reclaimed jewelry, you can even add to it. So like some ideas with the broken reclaimed jewelry. I've got a earring here that you could take the stones off, or you can leave the stones on and put your feathers with. Like I said before with this necklace, I might pull this apart and make it into a bracelet just using this chain part, using pliers, attaching my fairy wings in on these loops right here. You could also put it on a keychain, you could put it on all kinds of different things. So to finish my particular item, I'm just gonna tie a knot here up at the top. And then I can slip this around my neck and wear it. So if you make one, share your creation with us. And this is a great activity for all ages. However, if you are a kid, be sure to have some adult supervision and help with sharp objects like the needle or scissors or even the pliers. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I can answer any of those questions. This project was found on Pinterest, so there are other tutorials out there and other ideas out there, so just search for fairy wings and see what you can find. It'll give you ideas on your color, it'll give you ideas on how you want the glitter to look, your gems, and also eventually when our makerspace is back up and running, if you'd like to make this craft, you can come in, and I have all kinds of broken jewelry and jewelry findings and the pliers there, so you can do this craft inside the library someday. When, I don't know at this point, but someday in the future. So I'd like to thank you for joining me on this crafting adventure, and I hope to see you soon at the library, and I also hope to see your creations.